with that?
Well, what's happening?
What's happening at the moment?
No missiles have been fired for a couple of years now.
Yeah, because we were talking, but safety-wise, I can't really say. They will do something, obviously, without telling us. And then definitely they need to open their economy, I think, so that they will get out of the
that 50 years, 70 years it's been shut off.
Yeah.
And it's only since Donald Trump came in. He's done it. Well, because they can't just do that. It's been shut down. It's going to take time to get everything done. But he stopped firing stuff, right? So I mean, that must be. I remember when he was threatening.
Oh, sorry. Can we talk about Brexit? Thank you. So I will be here looking at me. I can see about it. So, can you tell us why you're here today?
I wanted to leave the EU for a long time, and we finally got a vote 2.5 years ago, the referendum, which was a long build-up to it. We voted to leave. There were two choices: leave or remain. That was it. No hard, no soft, no customs union, nothing like that. It was just leave or remain. We voted to leave, 52%. We won. We were promised that the next day David Cameron would initiate the Article 50. He resigned. And then a Remain Prime Minister was put in. So we've had 2.5 years of nothing, of just totally. They're trying desperately to reverse our vote. They want us now. They're trying to get us to vote again, which, the EU is a bureaucratic nightmare. It is actually an extension of the Third Reich. Okay, the first president of the European Union was an ex-SS officer. Okay, it is really disturbing. Our powers have been taken away, and unfortunately, the majority of people in the House of Parliament want to stay in because the European Union represents a lot of money to them. They get cushy jobs, and they don't answer to anybody. There's no democracy in the European Union. It's an absolute horrible institution. It's wrecked Europe. Greece, Italy, France, Spain, all of them are on their knees because of the fact that they've been drained of their resources, and now the deal, or whatever that she put together, bears no resemblance whatsoever to Brexit. We want to go, cut it off.
Independent.
We can look after ourselves, and they're trying to take it away. And I'm thinking about the future. I like democracy, but we don't have it anymore. We don't have it.
What's the advantage after Brexit, do you think? Can you tell us a few examples? What would be the good benefit to UK?
Okay, I'll tell you that even for trade, right now for trade, the UK is part of 27 other people, right? And the UK doesn't even have a say in trade. They're just part of a big group. And so if they want something done, they have to talk to all these other people, right? It's so much easier if it's just the UK dealing with one other person. And obviously the interests of the UK will be priority. Right now, the European Union doesn't care about it. They just want the money. They just need the money. So we'll have independence back. There's the rules, the laws. That's where the laws are supposed to be made, right? But they're being made in a foreign country, and there's no say. I mean, it's quite mad. It's crazy with the Maastricht Treaty, the Lisbon Treaty. All the treaties that have been signed have just stripped away the democracy of this Parliament. And so once we leave, we'll be able to make our laws, we'll be able to decide which laws apply to this country, which regulations would apply to the companies who work here. We'll get the fisheries back. I'll have our waters back. Just independence. What this country, many millions of people have given their lives for us to be free. And what's happened is our freedom is gone. I mean, it's literally, if we want no deal and we want to leave and then arrange. They should be arranging stuff now. That's what this time frame was for. But because the majority of the people working on it don't actually want to leave, they're not doing it. So and you know, I can't believe I say the things that I'm saying because I sound like a conspiracy theorist. But when you don't have the media, because you know the media is owned by the people running the Bilderbergs, then obviously you're not hearing what's actually going on. So the media's against it, the government, you know, we don't have anybody on our side. And it's amazing in this modern time how few people are aware of what is happening just across the channels. Unbelievable.
So can you tell us who are you and what kind of people are here and then how do you get together?
Yeah, my name is Amy. I go by the name Based Amy because I became an activist, because I challenged the park, Hyde Park. They were praying in the park, the Muslims were praying in the park, and I challenged the law, the rules with the park and the police, which I did a live stream footage and that people saw it. So somebody gave me this nickname of Based Amy, and you know, my eyes have been opened since I've been seeing what's been going on. I'm becoming more active and realizing that these people, the people here are from all walks of life. They're all people who just want independence. There's nobody in charge. It's like the Yellow Vest movement in France. We just want to save our country and get our democracy back. And so it's all people from all different walks of life. There's no class, no salary, no anything. It's just everybody from all over the country. I mean, most of these people are from London, but yeah, and hopefully today it's all over the country. I've heard there's Manchester, other cities are doing it. So.
What are you worried at the moment? It is because many people ask about referendum again, second referendum. What do you worry about?
There's no way that we should have another referendum. I mean, we had the referendum that it took us years to get. I mean, Nigel Farage, it took him 25 years to get us to get this referendum, to have the vote, to leave or stay. And so to have another one means they're going to negate our vote, which is undemocratic and it's totally outrageous. And so it's very weird, it's very bizarre to see how sinister things are, where the people in power want the opposite to what the average person wants. And it's surprising to me how many people don't know what is actually going on. So there should not be, no way should there be another referendum. We had the referendum, and it should be no deal. Not any customs union, nothing to do. We don't care. We just want to go. We can run ourselves. And they're just trying to now, they're doing all this, the sky is going to fall in if we leave. And it's ridiculous. We're going to be fine. We will be fine. Everybody will eat. The electricity will still be on. It's not going to be a disaster. So everybody needs to just calm down and just do what is right, which is to uphold our referendum result, which we made 2.5 years ago, which was to leave the European Union and be independent. So I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to try and do my best to make sure that Theresa May goes, because she doesn't represent the people. She represents the European Union. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep on. You know, we don't like to inconvenience people, but you know, we try and do it the right way. You know, we do it on a weekend. We do go into the sort of slots that the police give you. Nobody pays attention, but you know, so it's bad. You know, it goes against our natural being to you know, interfere with people, but it is, unfortunately, it's the only route open to us.
So can you tell us, May supports Brexit? Why do you don't like her?
She does not support Brexit. She voted to remain herself. So how can you have somebody trying to, you know, negotiate and leave if she wanted to stay in the first place? She was not the Prime Minister when we had our referendum. It was David Cameron. And he promised the people with his speech, just, you know, throughout the referendum, that he would do Article 50 the next day. We had to wait almost 2 years for even it to be initiated, and now they're going to drag it on and drag it on and drag it on. Meanwhile, what happens is, because there's no clear line or no clear decision, yeah, the companies are having problems because they don't know what rules they're going to be following. So, you know, it's a complete mess. Theresa May is betraying. She says that she's going to give us Brexit, but that's only in name, in name only. You know, on the 29th of March will be Brexit, but it's not going to be what we voted for. So we need to make sure that there's no deal, We just want to go, leave, and you know, everybody will be fine. We want her out. She's totally. I gave her a chance. Okay, I gave Theresa May a chance because I was listening to her. She said she was going to do what we voted for. I gave it right up until I saw what the draft deal was, and it was actually worse than it was before we voted to leave. We're never going to leave, and it's just very surreal to me that the people who like their independence are happy for foreign powers to tell them what to do, and we have no say. There's no getting rid of the presidents of the European Union. You can't get rid of them. That's not democracy. Democracy is you elect people into power, and if they don't do what they promise to do, then the next time you have an election, you can get rid of them. The European Union, there's like 6 presidents. None of them have been elected by the people, and none of them can be gotten rid of. And they're making decisions about this country. So, come on. I mean, who's going to make a decision, or who's going to care about the people and what's best for the people of this country if they're Belgian or German? They care about Germany. So, I said, you know, I try to say to people, it's like, I was talking to somebody who was from Japan. And of course I said about Brexit, and it doesn't really mean a lot to other people, but I said, how would you feel if China started telling you what to do, told you what laws to follow? Would you be happy with China telling you? And of course the answer is no. The same with you with North Korea. Would you be happy if North Korea suddenly told you what you had to do?
Okay.
Anyway, sorry.
Could you shout to the parliament, whatever your message, please?
We voted for Brexit. We ordered Brexit 2.5 years ago. Theresa May is a traitor. We want to leave, and we want no deal. No deal. On the 29th of March. We do not want to be part of the European Union anymore. Leave means leave. That's it. Theresa May out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Where
Cheers.
you live? Where do you live?
I actually live in Alabama. I live in Alabama.
Oh, I see.
But I used to live in London.
Oh, I see.
and work here.